young man, fresh high school graduate, was enjoying beautiful sunset, beautiful October day with his girlfriend at the lake, watching the sunset, when a choice made by other person resulted in Jason losing his life. 18-year-old Jason Kutt was taken away from everybody who loved him and everybody who will love him on that day. He was taken away from us, as we know now, by a hunter who made a choice to discharge his gun. That split-second decision that took away a beautiful, amazing young man, a son, a brother, a friend. Why I'm recording this video is because I was there. It changed my life forever. And I always felt I need to record this. I need people know. Almost as a documentary, which it should be. It should be a documentary from all different point of views. But this is just my attempt to show my perspective. And why? Because not even 6 years later, the person who took Jason away from us could be paroled. And I would like to invite everyone who is touched by the story to sign the petition to keep him in a prison, and also reach out to Jason's parents. They are amazing people, absolutely amazing people who created Jason Kutt Legacy Fund and helping community, helping everybody, doing amazing stuff. So Jason legacy continues. His message of love and help continues. But I would like to invite everybody who was there, everybody who knew Jason, and have everybody who benefited actually from his body, because Jason was an organ donor. And as of this time, I believe so, there are over 260 people who were helped by Jason donation. So if you know that Jason was your donor, please reach out to his parents. I know you might feel uncomfortable doing that, but trust me, it will help them to deal now with what they have to deal again, facing the man who took their son away from them. My heart goes out for them. Really, truly, my heart goes out for them, because it's just too soon. It's too soon to relive this again. I recorded this video about 20 times, and I'm re-recording that again, and I'm just going to put it out. So following the video is about me going through the trail that I went that day, and kind of a little bit talking about that, and why I actually placing that out. It's because I felt like the soul of Jason was there walking there with me. I almost felt like he needs to know it. He needs to go through that. And the biggest proof of that was Jason had a red sports car. He loved his car. It was red. And when I drove down to the parking lot area, in front of me was a red truck. I don't remember seeing red truck in that area, and I've been going there for years. Now, I'm not saying the red truck never was there. I am not there all the time, but when I was there, I don't remember red truck driving. So when I saw that, I immediately started bawling. Now I pulled into parking lot, and there is a red car sedan on exactly the same place where Jason parked, sitting there. And when I parked, I basically parked between that red sedan and red truck. And I knew Jason is there with me. I knew his soul is there. At the time when it's happened, I parked right next to Jason's car. So for me to pull on the parking lot when I knew in my mind I'm going to record it, that was October 24th, 2025, on an anniversary of that accident. And again, it was beautiful, gorgeous day, like it was that day. Now I mind you, that hunter was at the parking lot when this happened. If you cannot be safe at the parking lot of the area, where else can you be safe? So I just wanted to explain a little bit behind that video that I recorded. I was there, and in a video I think I'm going to talk about, I always walk the trail down to the water, because water for me is calming. So I've always wanted to go to the water first. And I'm sorry, I just cannot re-record this. I always take it down to the water. That day, it was the first time that I actually took the trail from the parking lot, taking the loop down. That was the first time. It was like somebody grabbed me and pushed me. Even walking through that trail, I was thinking, why I'm going this way? I always wanted to go to the water. In a video, I will be explaining that caused me to have like a survival guilt, because I was thinking, if I would be going down, he could see me, he could shoot me, and I would take to Jason's place in a second. Or he would see me and he would not shoot the gun. I, for a year, could not face Jason's parents. I could not. I had such a guilt. And then, a year later, Jason's parents had a car show across the lake in the marina. His father built a bench at that place where Jason lost his life. And I kind of take the flowers there and keeping it up a little bit, cleaning that up, making sure that there is no trash around. So I knew that there is a car show. I walked down to bring the flowers to the bench in case somebody wants to come. I talked to Jason a little bit, and then I returned it back, walking from the bench up to my car. I see there are two ladies coming down. So one of the ladies asked me, "Hey, do you like the bench? What do you think about the bench?" And my tears start coming. The second lady said, "Hi, I am Jason's aunt." And she pointed out the lady next to her, and she said, "And this is Jason's mom." And of course, I lost it. I lost it because I was kind of asking Jason, like, I am afraid to face them. But it's been a year. Maybe I should reach out. So I know he organized this. What is the coincidence that they were working down to bench when I was walking away? There's a few minute difference. I would not meet them. And ever since then, it kind of broke down in Jason's mom's arms. Explain it to them who I am. And then I was there and profoundly apologized that I was not able to protect Jason. And somehow I should have known what's happening. And ever since then, we are good friends. I'm trying to do anything and everything possible to help them with Foundation. So if you see me talking about Jason Kutt Foundation, talking about the parents and everything else, it's affected me. And they are good people. They are good people doing good stuff. The whole family. His sister is amazing. Her husband, the whole family is really, really nice. So I'm trying to help them and keep Jason's legacy alive because he deserved that. They became a family to me very quickly. So following video explaining a little bit about what happened, where I was when this happening, and even a red boat you will see in the video when I got to the rock where I was sitting around the time that's happened, or right after that happened. There was a red boat sitting there. Like in my 20 plus years living in the area and going to that lake, I never seen a red boat. Never. Until that one day that I was recording. I got there, I was like, I know definitely Jason is with me because there is a red boat right here. So this is my point of view. And I wish that there is somebody there who would like to create a documentary or something like that to see different point of view. I know I'm recording this video. I'm trying to put it out in June of 2026. The world is on fire and there is so much pain and so much injustice everywhere. But I hope one day somebody will do a documentary about this, because that could be a shining bright light for many parents helping a lot of parents who lost a child, especially in this kind of way. Jason was and is unbelievably amazing young man, and he deserved for his story to be told. So I truly inviting anybody who would like to do the documentary, anybody who was there to reach out to his parents, anybody who received a donation from Jason, feel free to reach out. They are really great people and they would appreciate that. And if the story touched your heart, I would also invite you to sign petition that I will put a link below to keep the person who took Jason's life where he is, in prison. The young man lost his life because of irresponsible man hunter, pew pew owner. Today is 5 years since we lost Jason Kutt, promising young man, senseless, avoidable loss. It was a day like this, October 24th. Today's 26th, when he actually passed. It was around time like this, the weather like this, beautiful blue skies, leaves turning, sunny still, when I decided to come for a walk. My name is Lucia Mitro, and this is my side, my experience with this tragedy. So it was a beautiful day like this, gorgeous. I came down here and his car was parked right here. Right here. It was red sports car. I don't know what type it is, but I parked right next to him, like my car is parked right next to him. Have to collect myself because driving here, I saw this red truck driving right in front of me down to this road. And when I came here, it was a red truck, same color than Jason's, parked in his spot. And I just lost it, had to sit in the car, have a good cry. So there was right car today here. That car pulled in, and I pulled in between them. At that day, his car was parked here, and the parking lot was full. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And usually I will go down up to that day. I always went down this road. Here I am, down this road. There's a beautiful trail. There are deers right there. you see them? They're standing right there. I cannot zoom more. They are right there. So usually I would I would walk down this path all the way to the water, because I like to walk by the water. The first time ever I took the reversed loop, because I would walk by the water and come back through this loop. This loop back to the parking lot. The first time, the deer is still there. The first time ever, for some reason, I was pushed to take this round. It's almost like somebody took me by shoulders and say, no, today you're walking this path. I started walking this path, thinking to myself, why I am going this way. I need to go down to the water. I need to be by the water. Passing this sign, walking through this path, I kind of was fighting with my body and saying, no, you need to go down the water. I want to be by the water. And my body said, no. It's like something took over my body and told me to walk this path. So I did. This is, I believe so, about 2-mile loop. And I started walking this loop this way, still confused why I'm doing this, but still observing beautiful nature. I met few people on this path. As far as I recall, there was a father with, I believe so, 3 girls in age maybe 12, something like that. And I'll show you that when I got up to the trail, I met a couple. But walking this trail, I heard a few gunshots, which is not unusual in this area. That was a Saturday, so it was still allowed to hunting, which I learned later on that was the first day of the limited hunting season. Didn't know that, not paying attention to it. I am not a fan of pew-pews, and I'm not absolutely a fan of hunting, so wasn't paying attention to it. In addition to that, I was wearing a t-shirt with police on it. I had black hiking pants, black t-shirt with police on it, and a black sweatshirt. Obviously, I changed my race, and even though I hate the orange and the orange vests, safety vests. If I don't have my orange jacket, wearing the vest, I have a reflecting cover on my backpack. And when it gets colder, I wear the hat, orange hat. I was told because of my hair is blonde, I should be wearing hat all the time, which I don't like it. And I think if you're a hunter, you should make damn sure you know what you are aiming on at. And I have a big orange jacket, so I think I'm safe. But this is the part of the trail that I was walking that day. Didn't feel anything unusual. Didn't feel like anything will happen up to this point. At the point that I am here right now. It was about this area of my favorite tree that I met the fathers of kids walking down this path. Where the hunter was, I don't know. He could be anywhere here. Like today, the pheasant hunting is allowed and Sunday hunting is allowed here in this park where there's a lot of people. This is later in the day, so, and a beautiful day to be on the lake, but it's still a beautiful day to be on the shore. So right now there are not too many people here, but that day it was quite a few people here. This is a path where usually people come on horses. It's a horses allowed path. No bikers here on a bike, but people walking dogs, just hiking, and on horses come here all the time. And I heard a lot of complaints from people on the horses that there was incidents with close calls. So hunters could be sitting, hiding anywhere here. Why it is allowed? Money, of course. Money. So I met a few people coming towards the parking lot while I was walking up. And it was beautiful, gorgeous day, like right now, about this time too. It was about this point that I think I met somebody with the dog. I can't remember very well, but I know that the couple, that they were detained with me later on. I passed this couple here, suggesting them to go to the rock I'll show you the rock later. But it was around this point that I heard gunshots coming, but they were coming from that side of the lake. At least I thought. The parking lot is this way. Around this, I think, place that I decided to put my sweatshirt on, jacket, to cover my t-shirt saying police, policia. Here's my brother's, Slovak policia, because I was worried a little bit to wearing that shirt saying policia. I started having this weird feeling like I need to protect myself, like there is a danger. It was around this place, and it was a really similar day to this one. Beautiful day like this, and this is about 15-20 minutes from the parking lot, I think. So as you see, there could be hunters sitting under the tree somewhere, or in the trees. If they have a good camouflage, you will not know. So it was around this area that I met the couple. I don't know their names, but they were just enjoying absolutely gorgeous day on a trail hike. Just like this. And I took this path. There is another maybe 10-15 minutes to the rock, and I'll show you the rock next. So here's the rock where I was sitting watching the sunset. I just checked, it's about 40 minutes walk. This way is the peninsula, which is like 2 minutes from here. So I am about 5 minutes from the... It looks like there is a bear there. 5 minutes from Big Mink parking lot, I believe so. The boat is still here. Alright. That was actually, sun was much lower than this when I decided to walk back. So this way it's about 40 minutes walk to get back to the parking lot. See him? Allegedly, you have to be careful. At least he's wearing an orange jacket. Unfortunately, most of hunters do not. So at least this one is visible. Hunting should not be allowed here. We'll get back to you by the tree that I saw the snake. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I just passed a hunter with the gun, even though I passed a gentleman with the dog saying today should not be hunting. Can you hear the screams? I am not sure if somebody locked the door, locked the dog in the car, or what if the kids are playing. But right now I am close to the rock that I told you. My heart is beating hearing those screams. Oh my god. Okay. So we are close. I am close to the rock, which is right there, where I was sitting. Oh my god. I thought that's what I saw. I never seen a red boat here before. No, I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. I never seen red boat. This is the rock that I told you that I was sitting at. Sorry. Here's the rock. And there is a bright red boat. The same color than Jason's car. Okay, I need to collect myself. I was sitting here on this rock, just like I am right now, watching sunset, just like I am right now. And suddenly I got a very, very weird feeling. I felt trying to. Okay, so suddenly I got a really, really weird feeling. I felt like somebody is right here. I mean, like right here. To the point that it was so intensive that I hear those footsteps. That I was afraid to even look behind me. Somebody's coming. Yeah, the young couple passed me by and my heart dropped again. So I felt like somebody is like right here. I couldn't see it, but I felt something is like right here. To the point that I just didn't know what's going on. This area has a lot of activities, so I didn't know. I couldn't figure out. I was a bit scared too. So what I did, I pulled my phone up and I did what I'm doing right now. I pretended, well, at that time I pretended that I'm taking selfie, but the camera was facing this way. So I just reached up with my phone and took a few pictures, kind of looking. I didn't see anything, so I was perplexed. But at that point, I was so kind of frozen, uncomfortable, and feeling safe at the same time. But I didn't know what's going on. There was something off. I sensed presence, but I wasn't sure what exactly it is. So I was just sitting here watching the sunset, just like right. And it was just like right now. And when the sun started setting down, it was much lower at that day. I knew I had to head down back to the parking lot, because this park is safe, but it has a different energy when it's dark. I always feel respectful to the energies around here. I am close to the tree that I saw a snake. As you see, it's much darker now. It's actually much darker than it's on the camera, because the camera is producing a little bit of light, but it was a bit darker when I was walking this path. And when I got about here, this is my another favorite tree, so I remember that very well, because I was standing here by this tree. I was just about to pass the tree and make a step when I realized there's a snake sitting right here by the tree. Now this is October, it was 24th, I believe so. It was dark, evening. At this point it might be, I don't know, 5:30 or something. And it was cold. There were colder days before, so my biggest surprise was, like, what is the snake doing here? Like, aren't they already hiding somewhere? Like, why is the snake outside? And it was pretty big size. I will try to find it. Like, what is snake doing here? And I just got this feeling over me. Like, watch out. Watch out. Stay vigilant. But you are still protected. But it was like, and something was walking with me. And something is telling me, be vigilant, be careful, but you're okay. And it was a bit darker than now, because I was walking slowly. And I am about maybe 3 minutes from the road. So I'll show you the road when I get there. Just to show you, it was about this dark. So the camera light, it looks much lighter, but it was about this dark when I came closer. I can actually leave it on. So I usually go down to the water and go to the bench, but I followed this path. And when I got around here, I looked and I saw what looked to me like a lights. On this point I thought, oh, probably one of the rangers are here. So since I took a picture of that snake, I'm going to show them and ask them what kind of snake it is. When I got here, I saw a lot of police cars, a lot of rangers cars. There's somebody here. Let me turn it off out of respect. Okay, I will show you bench later. There was somebody there paying respects. So when I came here, the whole road, all the way where you can see, was covered with police, rangers, fire departments, cars, all the way from there up to the main road. Line up with the cars, with the lights on. Just around this way, there I encounter one of the police officers saw me. Now, I want to remind you, I was all in black. Only my blonde hair was lighting. So when the officer saw me, I can see him kind of jump a little bit. I start talking to him immediately because I sense enormous chaos. Just a big chaos. And fear. And the energy, like the ground was shaking under my feet. And I didn't know what happened, but I knew something really, really bad happened. So I approached the officer. I start talking to him right away, making sure, because I had a stick, my hiking stick. I told him right away, this is a hiking stick, because it could look like a gun. So I just start talking to him right away. He directed me to a different officer, telling me that they need to take my details, contact information, that there was an accident. That was the first time I saw rangers here. I never see the rangers here on this side of the lake. So I was surprised, but I had this uncomfortable feeling, but still safe. It was weird. So I was walking this way very slowly, because even though there were a lot of different people here, it was chaos, an absolute chaos. As you can see, in here, anybody could be just here. If there's somebody sitting with a gun here, you wouldn't see it. If there's somebody in camouflage sitting somewhere here, you would not see it. At this point, what I learned later on, there was a hunter pointed gun down Jason and his girlfriend were sitting down by the water, and the hunter took Jason's life. Senseless killing. So allegedly, I don't want to record those two. I think I know who it is, and I don't want to do that. So, I have pictures from bench. I'm jumping, but I just want to let you know that when I was passing here, there were cars and cars. So the one police officer directed me to another, who's directed me to another, and who's directed me to another. And they kept me here. Oh my God, look at the moon. There's the moon right there. So it was dark. By the time I came here, it was dark like this. And I was parking wherever my car is right now. There was a red sports car still parked right next to me. There were the couple that I told you earlier that I met were sitting here. Told me that there is some kind of accident happened here and they were detained, of course. So I was detained here with them for about 2 hours, maybe. And I just felt like I need to calm everybody down. For some reason, I just felt that it's very, very chaotic. I don't want to record those people. It's very, very chaotic, and I just need to bring calmness because the chaos. I remember actually giving the lady, because we were sitting here for a long time, giving lady some of my power bars for something to eat, because they didn't have a food, and for some kind of medical reason. I just told her I have something. We couldn't get any answers. I don't want to record them. We couldn't get any answers from anybody. There were multiple people approached us, taking just information from our cars. Oh, there's somebody else there. But there were cars line up all the way to the almost main road. And when they told us, when they approached us finally, and I actually joked with them, I said, should we order pizza? Like, how long we are going to be? I couldn't believe what I'm saying, what I'm hearing myself saying that. Like, what? Why did you just say that? But, I felt I need to lighten up a little bit. Make the situation lighten up. Send some calmness, because it was a chaos. So when they finally told us that we can leave, I realized they never asked my name or anything. They took down my car information, but nobody really got my name or phone number. So I asked them, don't you need my information just in case? So they were like, yeah. So two of them came, and then one said, okay, you write it down, you write it down. Eventually they took it down. And when the couple that were sitting right next to me, when they left, I finally got this heaviness and asked the officer they were taking down my information about what happened. And all I said is that the person survived. And he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't tell you any details. What I felt was, and I didn't say that to anybody yet, I could guess 52 years. I guess this was a very old soul, and I had a feeling that that person is in between, which I later learned that he was in coma. And that's exactly how I felt this. Okay, let me finish this on camera in a light at home. When the investigator called me back and told me they got the person, I told him, you got a needle in a haystack. You got a needle in a haystack. And I congratulated him. I could not believe they actually got him. I wrote a victim statement to the parole board. And I would like to read you part of that. I described it in my letter, how that day forever affected me, changed my life. But mostly I would like to read you the end of that letter. From my perspective, the events of October 24, 2020 were not beyond anyone's control. They were the result of human choices. One person made decisions that day that ended a life, shattered a family, and changed many other lives forever. Those consequences did not end that afternoon in a parking lot. They continue every day for those of us who carry the memory of that moment. He made choice. He made choice to discharge his gun. And he should not be allowed to continue. He should not have the freedom to make similar choices. Not yet. My heart goes out to Jason's parents, Ron and Donna, who have to now, and his sister, of course, who have to now relive this. It's too soon. It's too soon. They should not have to face this monster ever again. So please, sign a petition and keep that person where he should be. Sending my love.